What I really like about this group is in games 1 and 2 against North Carolina, and then against Oregon and against Dayton, is we have scoring happening from multiple different positions on the floor. I don't know, our middles at one point, I think we're scoring 3.5 and 4 or 4.5 points a game, and we haven't had that level of point scoring in the middle in a long time. And then, Lee steps in and gets 3.5 points a game. Kelly Lamberti has always been our top point scorer the last 2 years, and she's up over the 4 mark. And Katie Horton will score 4 kills and 2 blocks in a game here and there. And so, and Abby, of course, was pretty offensive. So I really like that we have the ability to do that. And when teams take one thing away, can we score in other ways? And I think we're going to be very good at that this year. The key is when defenses take something away, are we succeeding in the other thing? And I think that's where we ran a little dry against North Carolina, was just they took some things away and we couldn't quite get the other things going. So we'll keep practicing those things and making sure we can execute in all situations, and we have to be able to score in different positions. And so we have some of those things. They love the band, they love the energy. When it's close and our fans start getting into it, that I think that just helps with the energy. If we could, we'd schedule all 4 weekends at home. But we had such a great turnout Friday night too. It was so much fun, almost 4,000 people. The students were awesome. Yeah, being at home I think helps. They're all pretty important. When you missed an NCAA tournament by 1 RPI and 3 RPI in the last 2 years, it's there was a year I think Lamberti got a concussion before we played Georgia Southern, and I felt like that loss kept us out of the NCAA tournament when we missed the RPI by 1. So it's unfortunate to live in bubble land, and hopefully, this would be a weekend to me that if we could perform well or get 2 or 3 matches here, is that maybe, and maybe we do that again in Michigan, and then all of a sudden we're out of the bubble picture. In 2009, I think we were, in the 20s RPI wise, and then it wasn't. Every match wasn't necessarily the end of the world, but when you're in bubble land, it can be. So we consider it very critically important. And Western Kentucky is going to win their league. I shouldn't say that. They've moved leagues, and I don't necessarily know, but they're an awfully good team, and they've been winning their league. So they're going to be a quality opponent. They're very, very good. Virginia's much improved. I think they'll do very well in the ACC this year. And UNLV, they run a really fast offense that we're going to have to try and catch up with, and Northern Illinois does that. So we think it's pretty important. She does it all. That's why she was MAC Player of the Year last year. We don't go without her. She's going to touch the first ball a lot. She's going to touch the third ball a lot. She's going to make plays defensively. She's just incredibly intelligent out on the volleyball court. We're asking her to do more than we ever have before, which is saying a lot because she's already done a lot for us. But she'll, pass in the middle of the court, swing outside and hit. She's swinging right side. She's blocking right. She's blocking left. She does it all, and she's one of the engines that gets us going. Her and Abby probably, they're going to lead the team in touches, and then Meredith is probably right there with them. But if those 3 are playing well, we can be awfully tough to beat.